In my last video, I left off PKing on my Deadman mode pure, dominating other PKers in the 36 to 70 combat bracket. Today, we continue this journey, but it seems as if a clan thinks that they've discovered a method to counter my pure build in the low bracket worlds after I took out one in their own. I ended up getting a 28 bolt KO on one of their members, but soon after I made a huge mistake and misclicked on another one of them. This ruined my immunity period, and now I really need to try and escape. The only problem with this is that I was on a 300 ping Australian world that was disconnecting. They were using sigils and Morgan axes to drain my run energy when I tried to freeze and hug around the wall, a ring of suffering and a porcupine sigil to inflict mass damage, all while spamming me with darts. This is going to be interesting. Okay, seriously, what was that lag? I clearly had last hit and I should have been able to teleport. Man, these worlds are terrible. After about 30 minutes of world disconnect tanking, I ended up getting away by losing my skull and teleporting to Edge. Obviously, they were stream sniping me, so they followed me here as well, but since I wasn't skulled, it didn't take too much effort to make it into a safe zone. Man, we're never going back to Australian servers again. I returned back to Castle Wars and I was hopping worlds in search of another fight, and I came across this guy named Doggy Tamer who was another max peer. While he was bank jammed, I ended up getting a nice Gmaul Stadius Warhammer combo. Honestly, I could have got him with the Granite Maul spec alone, but this here will do. We ended up getting a massive kill from this guy, and honestly, that was a really fun fight. Wow, that was actually a 19 mil kill in the looting bag, and the bank key for this was also an extra 2 mil. Pretty good for a pure. While I was doing some PKing at Castle Wars, I came across two people that were on piers and they were already engaged in combat. Obviously, this is Deadman mode and I can't PJ one of them, but we're still gonna cause some havoc. Alright, there's one down. And there goes the neighborhood. A clean 2-0, ended up killing both of these guys. I know what some of you are probably thinking, that's messed up, you ruined their fight, you PJ'd them, but you guys gotta understand, at this point in time, this is a Deadman mode tournament. I'm here to kill people and create videos on YouTube for you guys to watch. Also, I play solo, and the only time I PK with other people is with maybe 1 or 2 other friends or other content creators. But 99% of the time, I'm PKing by myself. I'm gonna take every opportunity that I can to advance, and if you don't like it, then you can go cry with these guys. While I was hopping around to Castle Wars, I came across a guy named Piccolo Gmaul. He was also a max peer in some pretty good gear, so I hopped on him right away. Let's let the battle begin. Ended up taking out Piccolo Gmaul with a Morgan throwing axe. Unfortunately for him, I'm pretty sure he got bank jammed. That's pretty much how all the deaths work in demo mode, and yeah, loot for this was pretty good. The main banks on demo mode are starting to get a bit more quiet, so I started going to outskirt banks like Canifis and places that people aren't usually PKing at, and I came across a guy named Gold Deagle. He was another peer, and we ended up fighting in the bank. Well, that's one way to go out on demo mode. I took over 100 damage from that combo right there. Being a peer on demo mode obviously has its disadvantages. You have almost no defense bonuses, you're low hit points because you're capped to a 70 combat bracket, and then of course you're able to stack rampage and aggression, so you can really put out some crazy DPS, and because of that we ended up dying for quite a lot. Since I died on the pier, I was a little bit too lazy to re-gear it, and I decided to go PK on the main. I haven't been PKing on the main much, but the next video will be 100% main PKing. I finally got Augury and Rigor and I decked out the gear, so we're going to be doing a lot more main PKing in the near future for the next couple of videos and live streams. However, in this instance right here, I was doing some Edgeville dungeon PKing and I wasn't aware of the meta that clans were using in order to get kills. They were using the Sigil of Escaping. What this sigil does is it removes a freeze whenever your opponent freezes you for a certain amount of times within a 5-minute period. At this time, obviously Jagex didn't think about the fact that people would be using it offensively to get unfrozen, so entire clans can just use that anytime you try and freeze them or try and escape. They can make themselves pretty much invulnerable to any type of defensive play, and this here is obviously very bad for solo PKers. Alright, we got a box on a black demon. This is good for the moment, but eventually we're still going to have to get out of here once this thing dies. I can't teleport away in combat even if it's with an NPC. And the longer we take, the more members are coming to the dungeon. We have a couple minutes to figure this out, so let's make the most of it. That has got to be one of the most lucky freeze RNG sequences I've ever experienced. I don't know how many times these guys splashed, but I did manage to get a nice little teleport away. Boxing the black demon allowed me to lose my skull, and so it was much easier to teleport away. The game plan should have been to go up the ladder and then down again and teleport as soon as I kill the demon, but in the moment I wasn't really thinking about it, and in the end we escaped using the method that I chose regardless, so it worked out. And now it is time to select a random comment from the previous YouTube video, and one of you guys is going to be walking out of here with a pair of dragon claws. We got a total of 492 comments on the last video, and it looks like the guy named Yep aka Bucket Helm H4 is the winner of a pair of dragon claws. Alright man, in order to claim this, all you need to do is hit me up on either Twitter, Instagram, hit me up on Discord, come on Twitch live stream, message me in game, and I have a pair of dragon claws waiting for you. And that is it for the video today, guys. Thank you so much if you did watch all the way through until the end of the video. Once again, guys, I'm going to be doing a lot more main PKing coming up in the future. Obviously, demo mode is starting to die out, but I'm still live streaming it every day over on Twitch, so make sure to check out all the links down below in the description. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server, and of course, follow me on Twitch. I live stream every single day, and I will catch you guys in the next one.